Hello, in this video I'll show you how you can easily do skin retouching in about 10 minutes. So if at all you're a beginner and you want to learn how to do skin retouching, this is the best video for you. So simply like the video and don't forget to subscribe in case you find the video really helpful. So in this video you're going to be learning frequency separation, and remember, frequency separation divides the image into two layers. So just come the background image right here and you drag and drop onto the new layer icon twice to create two copies from the background image. Double click to name the middle layer to color, and double click on the topmost layer, name that to texture. After renaming these two layers, you're simply going to come, select the color layer, turn off the texture layer by clicking on the eye icon, and simply come to filter, come to blur, and come to Gaussian blur. So this is the most important step when it comes to frequency separation. So click on an area that you feel has most skin textures in the image, then click on the radius slider and you drag that up and stop at that point whereby the details or the textures on the skin are just starting to disappear. So at about 5, that is when my textures are just starting to disappear from the model's skin. So depending on the image that you're trying to edit, you have to stop at that point whereby the details or the textures are just starting to disappear. Just come and click OK. Come to the texture layer, turn it on. Simply come to image and come to apply image. So when you come to apply image, it's going to open up this window. The source is basically the name of the image that we're trying to edit. Under color, select under layer, select the color layer. Then channel has to be set to RGB. Blending has to be set to add because we're editing a 16-bit image. Opacity is 100%. Scale is to offset 0. Turn on the invert option. So in case you have 8 here, it means your image is going to be an 8-bit image. These are the settings that you have to use. So after selecting the color layer, channel RGB, make sure invert is not turned on. Blending has to be set to subtract. The scale is to offset 128, and you see the textures on this square-like kind of layer. So for our case, we are editing a 16-bit image. So I'll revert these settings to 16-bit settings and click OK. Change the blend mode here from normal and change it all the way down to linear light. Select both layers by holding down Ctrl or Command. Then you can drag and put them into a group or this folder icon. You can rename the group to whatever you want. So I'll rename that to frequency separation. Open up the group by clicking on the drop down arrow. Come to the color layer, make sure it is selected in this case. Then after doing this, simply come and turn off the texture layer. Then you're going to come to the brushes right here and select the Mr. Brush tool. In case you can't locate the Mr. Brush tool under the brushes, you can locate the Mr. Brush tool below here. So I've selected the Mr. Brush tool. So for whichever tool you select in Photoshop, the settings are always going to display above here. So just come and make sure hardness set to 0, soft round brush is selected, clean brush is selected, and this second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is selected. The weight is going to be 9%, load 75%, mix is 90%, flow is 100%. Make sure sample all layers is not turned on or is not checked. So with the color layer selected, we just want to start blending the skin tone transition. So as you're doing this, make sure you don't zoom all the way in. Retouch at a distance, and the next thing that you have to take into consideration is to increase or reduce on the size of the Mr. Brush tool. You can use the open and close square bracket keys on the keyboard, and in case the Mr. Brush tool is showing a plus icon, deactivate the caps lock key on the keyboard. So after doing this, make sure the size of the Mr. Brush tool is small enough to blend a given area. So for this step, we just want to fine-tune the colors in the image regarding the skin tone so that we can create a nice and smooth transition between the colors in the image. So how we're going to do this? We simply make sure that the size is small enough to blend a given color. So how do we blend? Simply click and hold down and simply start brushing like that. Click and hold down and brush. And after brushing on a given color and you feel like it has been blended quite well, release the click button and simply click once again on, click and hold down, and just drag the brush in a given direction. So you have to keep on doing this for the rest of the areas that have skin color or skin tone. So mix the midtones alone, the highlights alone, and the shadows alone in the image so that you can keep and maintain the original shape. And where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, just reduce on the size of the brush and you blend that boundary area or that bordering area between the different color transitions so that you can create a seamless transition between the colors in the skin tone. So you have to follow the direction of the shape of a given area that you're trying to work on. So for this, I'll just come to the cheek area and I move the brush in this kind of direction. You can see that. So the better you do this, or the more you practice, the better you're going to be at the end of the process. So take your time as you're doing this. Mix the midtones alone, the highlights alone, and the shadows alone in your image. So I'll just blend like that. So for the cheek, it is moving in this direction. That is how I also move my brush and follow that kind of direction. And remember, the goal here is to blend the colors or the transitions between the colors of the model's skin so that you can create a seamless transition between the skin tones or the colors. So when it comes to the nose area, get a very small brush and you blend this dark color on the nose just like that, and also come this other dark color and blend it on the nose, but follow the direction of the nose. So I'll just blend the highlight alone in the nose area. So this is what I have to do for the rest of the colors on the image. So I'll do this quickly because we want to also fine-tune the textures involved in this very image and remove the pimples and unwanted skin details in the image. The reason that's why we turned off the texture layer is because we don't want any kind of distraction as we're trying to deal with the colors. So you can see it's a before after so far. So this is what we have to do for the rest of the image. So I'm just going to turn it off and continue blending. So for the neck area, we shall simply come and continue blending like that and follow the direction. Make sure you are blending colors along like that. And remember to retouch at a distance so that you can see or identify every area that has uneven skin color transitions in the image. So by just doing this, you can see the image or the skin of the subject is now looking beautiful and seamless. So I'll just do this quick. So I hope you can see the results right now, and you can see that the skin is now looking beautiful and seamless in this case. So you can as well work with the texture light and on if you can really trust your eyes or you really trust your sight. So I'm just going to blend like that. So for the areas that you may have missed out as you're trying to use the mixer brush tool, you can use a second technique, that is using our lasso tool technique. So just come with the texture layer turned on, color layer still selected, come and get the lasso tool, make sure new selection mode is activated, feathering is 20 pixels, and alias is selected, and just come and make a selection. So click and make a selection, click and hold down, and you move. Keep away from selecting the eyebrows or even the hair and close to the edges of the subject. Then come back to filter, come to blur, come to Gaussian blur. It is going to bring back the initial radius that we use for our frequency separation. Simply come to the radius, click and drag this forward, and stop at that point whereby you are having a beautiful or a natural skin texture for your image. So at about 16, that is when I'm having a natural and realistic skin texture for this kind of model or subject. Or you can as well multiply the radius you had for your frequency separation by 3. So 5 by 3, I'm just going to multiply my radius 5 times 3, delete 5 and type in the value, which is 15. So for whichever radius you may have used for your frequency separation, this may really differ. So I'm just going to deselect a given selection, click out from the selection. So I just have to apply this onto the face of the subject. Come back to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, and click OK. Just do this for the rest of the subject's skin. So I'm just going to use this technique for only the face of the subject because the face usually has more skin details than the rest of the body. So I'll just apply it. So when it comes to the nose area, only apply it on the dark areas of the nose, because when you select the whole nose, it's going to make the nose look a little bit bigger and flat. So come back to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, and click OK. So in case the effect is too much for your liking, right click on the selection, come to fade Gaussian blur, and you can reduce on the opacity or the effect in a given area. So I'm just going to leave that to 100% so that you guys can see the effect of the tutorial. So I'm just going to come back, filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur. You can see I'm making very small and really tiny selections because I don't want to make a very big selection. I have to maintain the original shape of the model's face. So I'm just going to come back to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur. So this step is optional. You can do this or you may not do this at the end of this process. So I'm just going to come and make another selection. So after doing this, we're just going to come and remove the pimples or blemishes from the model's face. So you can see before and after for just blending the skin color transitions or the skin tones of the subject. So you're just going to come and select the texture layer. And after selecting the texture layer, come and get the clone stamp tool and make sure for the settings, the hardness set to 0, soft round brush is selected, the mode is set to normal, opacity at 100%, flow at 100%, align is checked, and the sample is set to current layer because we want to remove pimples and blemishes that are part of the currently selected layer, which is the texture layer in this case. Then we have to zoom all the way in. So for pimples or blemishes, make sure that you zoom all the way in. So to zoom in, simply use Control plus on the keyboard, or you can use Command plus on the keyboard in case you're using Mac. So to remove a pimple, for example, I'll show you how to do this. So to remove, for example, this pimple in this area, make sure that the size of the clone stamp tool is slightly bigger than the pimple or the blemish that you want to remove. So to remove a pimple, hold down the Option key on the keyboard. That is for Mac. For Windows, use the alternate key on the keyboard, Option, and make sure it is slightly bigger than the pimple or the blemish that you want to remove. So Option, and click on a clean area near the pimple. Release the Option key on the keyboard and simply click once again over the pimple to cover the pimple with clean skin. So you have to keep on sampling from an area that doesn't have a pimple, but that area should be really close to where the pimple is located. So just do this for the rest of the pimples and blemishes all over the image so that you can remove and perfect the textures too. So for the first step, we perfected the colors, and for this step, we are trying to perfect the textures of the model's skin. So I'm just going to do this quick because I don't want the tutorial to be a really long one. So you have to keep on holding down the Option key on the keyboard, copying and sampling and painting over the pimples to get rid of them or to eliminate them from the subject's skin. Remember, we are doing skin retouching, so we have to perfect both colors and textures to end up with a nicely edited and retouched image. So I'm just going to do this quick. So you can see what we are having right now. So to remove a line, simply draw sample and simply drag over that line to eliminate it or get rid of it from the model's skin or from the model's body. So I'm just going to do that. Continue removing each and every pimple or blemish that is existing on the model's skin because you don't want to leave out any kind of pimples and blemishes on the model's body at the end of the process. Command minus to zoom out. I'm just going to zoom in once again, Control plus, or you can use Command plus. So I'm just going to remove these pimples from the chin. And by just doing this, you can see that we have as well perfected the textures by removing the pimples or blemishes. Let's look at what we've been able to achieve regarding the skin retouching. You can see the before, after, before, after, before, after. So this is how you can simply and quickly understand the concept of skin retouching in Photoshop in just 10 minutes. You can say before, after, before, after. Ronnix from ronnixphotography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Make sure that you don't, or you keep practicing and don't stop to practice, because with practice you're going to be getting better and faster when it comes to retouching. And I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.